Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Titans going up against the Jaguars. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Titans are going to have a first. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. As we get a glance at the starting lineup offensively, let's discuss the former Heisman Trophy winner, Derrick Henry.
He was definitely disappointed that he dropped to the second round. Only one running back win in the first. That was Ezekiel Elliott. But I think Derrick Henry has a chance to have a special NFL career. He's not just big and strong, has way better feet than he's ever been given credit for.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
When I watch a run like that, I always think of DeMarco Murray, the Oklahoma version of DeMarco Murray back in college, because he could do it all. Run, catch, return game. His only problem was staying healthy. That was my worry about him coming into the league. And when he has been healthy in the NFL, he's been one of the top backs in the game.
He was healthy on that run. 65 touchdowns, by the way, setting a record while he was at Oklahoma. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And the Titans are in for 6. Touchdown. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I can't help but chuckle because I always remember when Blake Bortles got drafted as the 3rd pick in the draft, the year he came out of UCF. So many people were in shock. They couldn't believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars had not tipped their hand ahead of time. I think they were very happy to get him once they did.
Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Bortles. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, it's the man replacing Brian Anger. This is the former Panther, Brad Nortman, to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. On the return, it's McCluster. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A man who missed his entire rookie season, Dante Fowler, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
14 yards there on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Flushed out right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39.
So 1 quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. And a nice run for the former undrafted free agent back in 2010, Chris Ivory.
And I think that's why we see the greatness in him. It was there. Just because he wasn't drafted didn't mean he wasn't a good player. But I think he uses that as fuel. Each and every run, and aggressive.
And now look at him go. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you're more the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Mariota now on second down, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. To throw is Mariota. He gets it left side to Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And underneath here to McCluster. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go now. 3, now.
On second down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Rashad Green, and it's 3rd and short.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Bortles now on first down. He's got time. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, just like that. Just like that. Here we go now. 45.
On first down, Bortles. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Bortles to throw on second down. Underneath to Ivory. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
He's got a man, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mariota now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Mariota now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Mariota now on second down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dorial Green-Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
A final shot before half for Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, but in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Titans on their opening drive. Mariota's looking for room to run, and he'll take it in for the touch. That takes the lead up to 7. Jaguars take it early in the second. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Jaguars tied up at 7. Late in the second, they're going to get to the QB once again. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Still a little time left on the clock. Here he'll look into the end zone, and he finds his mark for the score. They're now on top by 4. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Jacksonville for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the return, Rashad Green. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Bortles now on first down. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On second down, Ivory. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That's a prime example of how tough Chris Ivory can be to bring down.
He's so good that I think that he would last very well in a boxing gym. You know, because he's going to wear you down with those types of runs all game long. If they can't start getting him on the ground quicker and more efficiently, they've got a long game in front of them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On the right side, caught by Green. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways. Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jared Obrick able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
A handoff. It's Murray, and he'll be taken down at the 18.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he herds up.
To throw is Mariota. He sets into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication. Didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Bortles. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's going to score. It's a Titans Titans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and it's 21-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Jaguars getting set to go. So after the INT, it's Bortles toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Green 90. Green 90.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Bortles. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Still first down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again, it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Bortles to throw once more. They set up the screen to Ivory. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. So they're operating in the red zone.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Bortles again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. So now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, Ivory. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big time.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, you wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Murray. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. Room here to run. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. And he's brought down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Murray. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Murray. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
A run, it's Murray. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Mariota hands to Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. And quickly they get to the line. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Suck up for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
13, fellas, 13, watch 13. Green, blue 45, blue 45.
One final try now for Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Now, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
it.